this study is going to help to prepare people to engage the world that we have around us right now. I think that we have a tendency sometimes to have nostalgia for the way we think things used to be, or to have this sense of hope for the way we think things ought to be. But God has put us right now in this time at this place, and so I think God is giving us a new opportunity to engage the culture around us from a kingdom standpoint, where we know what the kingdom of God is about, and we seek to apply that kingdom to the issues around us. Well, this study is going to take all of the Bible and seek to take the big themes of the Bible about kingdom, about culture, about mission, and apply it to today, and apply it specifically to the changes that we see happening in the culture around us, to keep people from panic and to keep people from outrage, but instead to guide us on mission for how do we act like Jesus as we're encountering some really, really difficult questions about matters as basic as what is a human being, what is human sexuality for, how do we protect and advocate for our religious liberty and our freedom. So it's something that I think will help to equip people even as they are talking to their neighbors, or as they're raising their children, or as they're on the internet engaging with people who disagree with them. Well, when I say that we need to embrace the strangeness of the gospel, I mean that there's a sense in which for a long time we've assumed that Christianity was normal in our culture, and that Christianity helped to prop up the culture that we have around us. What we're seeing right now is that the old Bible Belt culture of nominal Christianity is collapsing around us. And I say good riddance to it, because what it gave to us was not Christianity. It didn't give us the gospel. It just gave us a veneer of the gospel. And so as that starts to collapse, we have the opportunity to re-articulate some old truths about Christianity that are going to be startling in this culture. But if people are startled by the right things, by a Christ who is crucified for sinners, who is raised from the dead, and who is inviting us into his life, then we're going to have people who are going to say, that sounds startling, and that sounds absurd, and that sounds maybe even dangerous. Well, that's exactly the way that people reacted when they heard the gospel in the first place. And so we ought to be encouraged by that, not discouraged by that, as we move forward.